Hello, and welcome to Module 5, Social Skills, Sensory Issues, and Autism. You'll learn in this module that many of the characteristics that impact an individual with autism's ability to communicate also impact their ability to interpret social situations. Also, we will talk about the sensory differences of individuals with autism in this module. There is a popular myth that individuals with autism are loners and prefer not to interact with others. This is not true. Individuals with autism desire social interaction much like any other person. However, they may have learned to avoid social interactions simply because they are so complicated or overwhelming for them. As I mentioned earlier, the same characteristics that impact communication often impact an individual with autism's ability to interpret social situations. Sometimes individuals with autism learn to apply a set of rules to social situations. This is sometimes helpful, but these rules don't always account for subtle differences in social situations. These subtle differences that we seem to pick up on naturally are sometimes referred to as the hidden curriculum. For example, a young man who plays football in high school may just know naturally that he can speak to his coach one way in the locker room, but this same way may not be appropriate if he sees his coach in the school cafeteria, or if his coach happens to also be his math teacher and he sees him in math class. This would be very difficult for a young man with autism to understand. Sometimes individuals with autism have to be taught the hidden curriculum. Also, individuals with autism find it very difficult to pick up on subtle cues during conversations. They may not pick up on when their communication partner wants to change the subject, or when the partner wants to end the conversation. Sometimes when speaking with individuals with autism, it's better and more helpful to them to be very direct and not depend on subtle hints or cues. Think back to our module on program planning, when we talked about programs for individuals with autism should address all the core deficit areas. An individual with autism should have some type of social skill instruction as a part of their educational program. Fortunately, there are several evidence-based practices that have been proven to be helpful to individuals with autism to learn social skills. These include social narrative, social skills training, and instruction in social thinking. We'll be talking more about these in later modules. Hopefully by this point, you're beginning to understand why it is so difficult for individuals with autism to interpret and respond to the world around them. Next week, we'll be learning about the restrictive patterns of behavior. I look forward to talking with you on the discussion board this week.